Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Gabriel, and today we're doing another twin flame energy reading. This reading is meant to be timeless, so no matter when you find it, no matter where you're at on your journey, there is a message for you here. Today we're going to be pulling from Sword of Light, Oracle by Radleigh Valentine. The Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. Alright, so I've already shuffled and we're going to go ahead and dive in. You're ready for more. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. This is a card of expansion, and maybe this is directly for your life purpose. You know in your heart when you see a card like this, like the thing that pops up in your mind, like that's going to be kind of what this is about. The first thing that like hit your mind of like, oh, I've been thinking of expanding my business, or hey, like I've been feeling like it's time for a change. Like this is a confirmation of that. And maybe you are thinking of your twin flame. Either way, this is a card of it's time to expand. A lot of times when, like I think I read it in Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover not too long ago, but God never ceases to amaze, like is what Jeff says. It's like, just when you think you're like full and complete and satisfied, God takes you deeper into love. And that is a continual thing as you continue the healing process, as you continue your ascension journey, which is not separate from your twin flame journey. You might feel happy and content and you're like, wow, like my business or my job or my career or my relationship with my twin flame feels really good right now. Now it's time to go deeper. And maybe at first that feels a little rocky. You're like, wait, I don't know what to do. Like you've moved into this new vortex and you're like, wait, now I have to start all over again, learning something new. But you're ready for more. You're ready to experience more love in your life, in whatever area it is you're calling in right now. So just allow that to happen. That's a natural process. You're never going to get to a space where you're like, I'm done. I've got everything that I'll ever have and I'm good. I can rest back and just enjoy it. Sit back and just enjoy this. God doesn't work that way. God's like, hey, you feel good? Let's feel better. Let's go deeper into love. And that's going to be that continual process. So embrace that and allow more into your life. The next card is Trust Your Angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Yeah, it's really important to surrender on this journey. And surrender in the spiritual context does not mean to give up on your dreams. Does not mean to give up on your twin flame. It means to just trust that the divine has a plan for you. And something that I think people fall into a trap is when you're doing the mirror exercise, when you're healing, you're like, oh, well, I have this issue. That's my step one. I'm upset that I can't achieve my dreams. And they think that by like step 2 or 3, they're like, oh, maybe loving myself is somehow figuring out how to achieve that dream. But that's not true. Like you never have to figure out the answer. God has the answer for you. And that answer naturally arises as you heal yourself and as you love yourself. That's all you have to do. You go to this place where you're feeling upset. Maybe you see this card and you're like, well, how can I accept more? I feel like I'm at my max. I don't know how I could possibly accept more. Or hey, my twin flame isn't responding to me in the way that I thought they would. You go to that space in your heart that is upset, that is feeling all these upsets, and you just love them. That's it. You don't have to solve the issue. You don't have to cobble it all together. It doesn't come from you. That answer doesn't come from you. That's not your responsibility. You are only responsible for loving yourself and like feeling your feelings and loving yourself, enough to, bring yourself back into peace. And when you're in peace, you'll find that you get those intuitive, hints, that those downloads that spiritual people talk about is really you finding this place of peace, and then God being able to speak in that space. God will not speak if you have a cluttered mind, if you are, wrapped up in your upset, if you're anxious. Like God, you won't hear God there. because God is not going to scream at you to listen. God will wait until you are peaceful and will say, here is the answer. And you're like, okay, cool. And then you can take your next step. So, trust that God has the next piece for you. And when you move through the upset that you have, you'll be fine. You'll be able to take that next step. The next card is regain your focus. Trivial life matters are distracting you from your goals. Archangel Metatron and I are here to help you stay grounded. Yeah. Stay focused on what you actually desire. As you take this path, as you take the Ascension path, there are going to be things that come up that try to pull you in all different directions. Napoleon Hill talks about this in Outwitting the Devil. Pilgrim's Promise talks about this. That book or movie, I think there's a game about that too. It's an older book. But as you take the Ascension journey, there's always going to be something that's trying to tell you, no, come this way. This is a better path. Or, oh, no, do this. Like, you're not, this is going to be too hard for you to achieve. And it tries to pull you off the Ascension path. But you want to get really clear on your goals and continue to say yes to what you desire. Don't allow yourself to be made a wanderer by the devil. Don't allow yourself to, and I'm using the devil here as, how Napoleon Hill referred to it, is like the devil will try to pull you into being a wanderer, or I think that's what he calls it, or drifter, where you're just drifting from one thing to the next and not really focusing on your dreams. You're not really focusing on your purpose. You want to really focus on what you desire, and that love list that you create for your life purpose, the dreams that you have in your heart, allow yourself to really honor and claim them, and no matter what, even if you have an off day, that's okay, but you want to not allow that to derail you from achieving your dreams and following that purpose that you have in your heart, because that is for you. That is God's path for you. And don't allow yourself to be swayed by trivial things or fear that tries to get in the way. The next card is Pray from the Heart. Prayer can really move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. Yeah, like praying to God is, a good way to move forward. And you can ask your guides, you can ask spirit, universe, however you relate to that energy, to support you in your spiritual journey. And really the best way to pray is actually to thank God, to thank the universe for the things you already have. Like, instead of praying for what you need, trust that God already knows what you need, and just thank him for that. Thank him for providing you with everything you've needed so far, and then continue to thank the divine for even things that you haven't seen yet. Thank you for showing me the way, because that way you're recognizing the truth that you already have all that you need, and maybe you don't see it just yet, but you open the way to do that as you heal. You open the way to see that as you come into a place of peace. And God will make it very clear to you when you do that. God will literally get louder and louder, and not screaming at you. God will, again, wait till you are in a place of peace to speak to you and give you the next piece. But God will send you lots and lots and lots of signs, lots of intuition, until you get that next step. So don't be afraid that you're going to miss it. Just, pray and the doors will open for you. All right, the next card is No, it is not time yet. This is not this is not the divine right time to take action. Be patient. The opportune moment is approaching. Yeah, a lot of times, especially on the twin flame journey, we're like, I've healed myself, I've loved myself, now it's time for me to be with my twin flame. And yes, you do choose to be with your twin flame, right? You can choose to be with your twin flame. You can say I feel ready in my heart. but you allow God to guide that step. You don't force anything. You don't, try to go out of your way to convince your twin flame that you're twin flames, or call them up and try to like convince them of something if they're not ready to hear that. If you feel guided to, reach out and say hello, that's okay, but you don't ever try to force anything on your twin flame. You allow them to go through their journey as well, and you allow God to guide you in your interactions. And so, if some of you are like watching this video and you're like, okay, I'm ready for more, so maybe that means that I'm ready for my twin flame. Maybe not quite yet. Maybe you're receiving some signs right now that are saying like, hey, you're headed in the right direction, but maybe you're taking that extra leap and making assumptions that now I'm ready to be in harmonious union. And a lot of times we get glimpses of, hey, like things are going better, but we're not ready to take that next step just yet. You want to check in with your heart. You want to heal anything that comes up around being with your twin flame. If you think you're ready, feel into how it would feel if your twin flame was right there in front of you. Do you feel anxiety? Do you feel like, oh my God, I don't know, I might freak out? Heal that. Heal that, because you have to heal that before you can be with your twin flame. Really, you can't be afraid of your twin flame and have a harmonious relationship with them. You're afraid of them. So, when you get those feelings of like, oh, I just want to be with my twin flame, I just want to be with my twin flame, like instead of romanticizing, oh, like suddenly he'll come down on a white horse and we'll be together and they'll be happily ever after, think about if they were standing right in front of you right this second. How would you feel? And then if you feel upset, if you feel anxious, heal that. That's a good place to start. Being with your twin flame should feel peaceful. Coming into union should feel peaceful. It's not going to be this grand event. It's going to be a very peaceful, loving experience. And until you feel that peace and feel that you're already one within, you still have some stuff to heal before you can come into this state of union. So this is not a never. This is just a not quite yet. So take a look at that. If you're feeling disappointed, if you have expectations, those are places to heal. And the healing is instant. So it doesn't mean that you have 1,000 years before you're with your twin flame, or another year, or anything like that. All it means is there's still something to heal before it can come and manifest in your reality. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. If you'd like your own personalized reading where you can understand the next blocks to heal in your union, or if you'd like one-on-one support to help you heal through the blocks to union, you can find my services at SacredTwinFlameUnion.com, and I will see you all in the next video.